Welcome, welcome to the ladies' room, where real men talk and truth go boom. Good morning, good morning. If your man acting up or your woman losing she mind, right we don't hide till we inside, 'cause the ladies' room go set it right. Welcome, welcome to the ladies' room, where real men talk and truth go boom. Good morning, good morning. If your man acting up or your woman losing she mind, right we don't hide till we inside, 'cause the ladies' room go set it right. Welcome, welcome to the ladies' room, where real men talk and truth go boom. Good morning, good morning. If your man acting up or your woman losing she mind, right we don't hide till we inside, 'cause the ladies' room go set it right.
Opportunity. Western Union. Moving money for better.
Good morning again, everybody, and welcome back to the room, the ladies' room for today, Wednesday, January 21. Why is this thing falling? Hold on, let me balance my TikTok. All right, think that's better. All right. Yeah, so we're saying welcome back to the ladies' room for today, Wednesday, January 21. Yeah, already 21 days gone in the month of January, and I don't know if it's just me, but January doesn't feel like before, when it is long and drawn out and take forever, and you're broke and you can't wait for the month to end. It's like I think we probably matured, so we know now not to overdo it too much in December, and that leaves us hand to mouth, literally eating ramen noodles for the rest of January. We're still able to eat good because we've realized, hey, December, Christmas is just one day, but there are several days after that that we have to cater for, and maybe that's what we started doing. Suddenly January doesn't feel so bad anymore, right? Anywho's, welcome back, everybody. It is indeed a pleasure to have you on. If you're just joining us, welcome to our viewers on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Good morning. Welcome to the room. And as you join, that's right, Sonia, keep them in check. follow, hit me with a follow or hit me with a share. Really appreciate if you do. All right. Thank you so much for those who've been rocking it with us as we try to build a, family over there. We are accustomed with our YouTube and Facebook, but trying to get up to speed on the other side. All righty. Thank you so much, Beacon Insurance. Thank you so much, Western Union, Land Store, and St. Augustine Medical Services for making the room possible. And to you, the listeners and viewers, thank you so much for choosing Power 95. Come on in, guys. Please share the live as you fall in. Please, please, please share the live and give other folks the opportunity to be part of the conversation. All right? Share. A Power Official. Happy Wednesday. Thank you again, Sonia. Manti, good morning. I think I saw you saying good morning a while ago. Who else? Yeah, say hi. And hey, what F, you good? Also over here, you hiding. You're hiding on okay, fine girl, big up yourself, all the folks in the UK. So that's where you're hiding over here. All right, well, I know where to find you now. Shantae, good morning. Queen B, good morning. Hey, Giads, Marianne, Amanda, Precious Joel. Who else is here? Rachel Boateng, Jackie Chaiton, Terrace Millet, Roxanne Scott, always here. Precious, good morning. Melvin Brown, what up, my brother in the DMV. Jenny Charles Gilbert, Alana Boson, good morning to my peeps in Carriacou. Jenilyn Andrew Lewis, Shauna Henry, Jackie Douglas Adams, good morning. Unison Joseph, minus 26 in your neck of the woods. Where are you, Unison? Minus 26. We don't have that problem. Look what I'm wearing, so you know it's nice and hot. Anyways, good morning, Maureen Isaac, Selena Jones. I'll be out of the room for the whole Aquarian season. Aquarius season officially started yesterday. So y'all know I'm in my element. This is my time, my season. Anything else, forget it. Aquarians rule, the water bearers. Yeah, no water, no life. Magdalene Chateau, good morning. Della Fletcher, Valerie Ross, Nissi, good morning. Kareem, Petra Andrew. Hey, Joseph, good morning. Haven't seen you in a while. Haven't heard from you in a while. Hope you're good. Yeah, you just dropped me like a hot potato. So good. Shamika, good morning. Hey, Yvette James, how are you? Shout out to Carriacou. Looked lovely last night. Thank you. Anne Marie St. Louis, good morning. Valerie Thomas, good morning. Kem Simeon, Smith Joseph, big up. Diana Stewart, Sunset City, big up yourself. Yeah, you're early today. Marvis Plates, big up yourself. That's because we're getting paid on the 15th. Y'all getting paid on the 15th? I'm not. I'm getting paid on the 30th, 29th, 28th, thereabouts. Hazel Bascom, good morning. Who else is here? Debbie Crony, good morning. Deborah, I need to message you to find out what is it I'm doing. Debbie, what are you doing for my birthday? I'm tired planning my birthday every year. Somebody can just say, let me just plan and just show up. What am I doing for my birthday this year? I'm at a complete loss. I was tempted to do a 360 and bounce on y'all, but like it's too cold to bounce right now. Hey, Gabby, good morning. You were so missed for the past couple of days, but we understand. Business first, money first. Peter Joseph, good morning, sir. Lindy Phillip. Welcome back, Gabby. Definitely missed you. Alan George. Shamira, good morning. Joanna, good morning. Marsha, Shamira, I need to hook you up, hit you up on a message after I finalize something. Marsha Davis, good morning. Welcome. Nakisha Toussaint, good morning. And everybody else. Sensi Alicia, good morning. Rachel Campbell. Naya, good morning. Ants Nest, Oil Down Cuban, Brooklyn, Saturday afternoon. Yeah, so make sure you support them. May Cyrus, about to doing nothing. Luan Joseph, good morning. As I was saying, Cyan, good morning. Welcome inside. Sarita Phillip, good morning. Thank you so much. And to everybody else, just tuning in. Shakima, Cami, your birthday's tomorrow. A Power Official. Well, happy birthday. Shout out to all my Aquarians in the room and those of you listening. Thank you so much for powering up. Yeah, it's a good place to be right now. on this rock. So when you come on, please, guys, share and follow. All right. Diane Jerome, yeah, roll call gone. 10 past. It's gone. Devon Noel, good morning. Maria Calise, good morning. Marvelyn Thomas, good morning. All right, so we're up and running. Yeah, so we're in Aquarius season, like I said, officially started yesterday. So all the Aquarians checking in. Big up yourself. Listen, y'all can say whatever you want. We are definitely up there when it comes to the zodiac signs, right? Who is half goat and half fish with water? We are the water bearers. What is life without water? So we play an essential role. So hate it or like it. And I posted one this morning and I'm going to be doing one every day. We are seriously misunderstood. And we are going to try to get you guys, pull you guys in to understand Aquarians better. And like one I posted this morning says, Aquarians are known for being independent. I think I'm far away from my mic. Intellectual, original, humanitarian, often match into their own beat with eccentric styles and a focus on big picture change. They value freedom, deep conversations, and social causes, but can seem aloof or emotionally detached. I've been getting that all my life. Aquarians are cool. We don't show no emotions. We struggle with small talk. I detest small talk. Oh, I don't know how y'all do it. Like, just sit and just make small talk with people whole day. Small talk, it irritates me. It annoys me. If we're talking, it has to be for a purpose, a reason, something of substance. Me, no, people just pick up phone and just gossip whole day, to call somebody and just gossip about a person, or you don't see who she with, or you don't see what he had on. I don't know. It just annoys me. Yeah? And chalk it down maybe to Aquarian or a personality trait. I just can't stand it. Small talk, to me, it's a waste of time. So I don't do well in the small talk department. Yeah, so they say we struggle with small talk, unconventional emotional expression, preferring unique experiences and loyalty in relationships. And that is so true. I'd rather type than talk. I'll send you a long message than talking. I can't stand talking. And it's like, it's frozen again. What's going on with this? Every morning there's a frozen. Hold on, guys, hold on. Let me just see for myself. Not the TikTok people, Facebook people. I don't know what's going on every morning. It's hold on, guys. Let me just pull it up. Are we back now? I'm okay on Facebook now. Yeah, I don't know. From since Monday, I realized we've been having this this sticking problem. I don't know where that came from, but probably need to get them to check it out. It's not frozen now? Okay, I just pulled it up on my phone so I can monitor it myself. All right, we're good. All right, so guys, we have a topic here this morning that someone sent in, and I asked the question. The heading in the room. Debbie, you a hater. You need to stop bragging about this Aquarius thing. Hush. Chantel, welcome, my love. Children of the Corn. Yeah, definitely Aquarian again. Doobie morning. Who comes first? Your child or your partner? Yeah? So for those of you just joining us, that is the question we're asking. And it is based on this situation now. Let me read it out and then we'll dissect it. So this person sent in this piece and he's asking, Kadisha Williams says, my child comes first before man. All right. Listen to the situation first and then tell me where you stand. I stick again. Yeah, I'm sticking with my mouth open on Facebook. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. We good? Freeze again. All right, you're good now. I wonder if it's a StreamYard problem or it's an in-house problem. All right. Anyway, we move. So, this person says, my girlfriend who already lives comfortably in my house now wants to move in her 22-year-old son. Yes, 22. Grown, adult, bed and everything. Yeah? So he says, now before anybody jumps me, he's not violent, he's not rude, he's just existing. Meaning, he spends his days locked in a room, playing video games, smoking weed, and reappearing like a ghost only when food is ready. No job, no school, no motivation. His mother pays his bills, cleans up after him, and shields him from the real world like it's a horror movie. Currently, he's living with a friend, right? Who is officially tired of him and wants him out. So now the solution is my house, he says. I said no politely at first, then firmly, because I refuse to sign up to live with a grown man who contributes nothing but crumbs and smoke. Now my girlfriend is hurt, he says, saying I'm selfish, saying that's her child, saying this could be the end of us. So, he's asking, tell me, am I heartless for not wanting to bankroll and babysit a full-grown adult? Or is this one of those situations where love starts looking a lot like emotional blackmail? Because right now, it feels like I'm being asked to choose between my peace and a man-child I didn't create. Ladies, what would you do? Yeah, I'm stuck again. Just go out and come back in, guys. Yeah, it's still frozen, but I'm seeing myself moving on the screen, so I'm not sure what's happening on on the Facebook. All right, so we good again. What is the problem with this thing? Anyway, we're live on radio, so you can check out YouTube or you can tune in on my TikTok. Yeah, so y'all heard the situation. I guess you got the gist of it, right? And it's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable situation. It could be messy as well, if not handled right. And it's one of those topics where everybody has an opinion until it's their house. Because a lot of people would say, well, he's selfish. Oh, hold on, let me move this. He's selfish for wanting the son, not wanting the son to live in his space. Or he's this and he's that. It's one of those topics where everybody has an opinion until it's their house, their peace, and their relationship on the line. Because when these things coming, sometimes you're tempted to react from an emotional place. But if you were to think about it, if you are in that position, picture it, think about it. Yes, you have a child, right? You are a parent, you have a child. Picture this. You have a partner. And let's just reverse the roles for a minute. Now, as a woman, imagine you're with your partner and he wants to bring his son or daughter into your home, and that son or daughter is sitting home all day, smoking weed, not even washing some dishes, not doing anything, no ambition, no goals, just in a little weed-prone zone, and that's it. Mother still taking care of him, washing, cooking, paying the bills, all of the above. Child is just content to sit at home, lock up in his room, appear for food, and that's it. Be honest, be honest. Would y'all be like completely okay with that? Those of you who are saying, yes, your child comes first, yada, yada, yada. Will you be completely okay with having your partner's son or daughter in your home, making zero contribution, being simply nothing, smoking, just content to smoke and lay in bed all day, while you as the man go out to take care of your home, pay the bills, and even pay that child's way. Because if he's sitting at home, of course he's going to be there watching TV, running up the electricity bill, eating your food that you purchased with no, I mean, let's be honest, not just the emotional side of it, but let's just be honest. How would you feel? Yeah? Because here's the scenario again, in case you're just coming in. The person is 22 years old. The tall one is asking, depends on the age. He is 22 years old. At 22, I was already, I've been working since I was 18. I was already working and paying, making contribution to bills at 18. At 16, I was already doing a little part-time job when school out to help pay for your tuition, pay for your books and all of that. You go to Indian store and you get a little job at 16. So I want to hear 22 is just young. I've been working since I was 14. Started at 14, and you make your little $60 a week, and that take care of you for when school reopens. Here's a scenario for those of you just coming in. We have a call online already. Let me check it out first before I give my piece. Morning.
Morning. I am generally, I haven't spoken to you for a while, but this one is one that it will be, we baby our children too much. My child cannot stay in my house and do that. Not to mention someone else child doing it. Be it you at 22, you are grown a man, right? You are not making any effort to do anything. I can see someone trying, things not going, I will help you out. You're not getting enough. But I'm going to help you. Don't worry, I'll give you that. I'll give you a bad ticket for you for show X or whatever, because you're not making enough. As a matter of fact, even though you're working and making enough for yourself and you're not giving to the house, I don't mind. No one is coming in my house and sit around the house, do nothing, and be accommodated by me. Be it my keeper's child, whatever, I don't have that problem. But I'm talking about an angle that my child can do it. So I don't see how in the world anyone else's child could come and do it in my house. And it is time we start babying our children. And something I must tell mates, couples are basically should be forever. Your child is going to go when he or she is ready, and the person you have to fall back on down the road is your same partner. That is what it was designed to be. You take care of them. You take care of them totally, absolutely, of doing your good. And when then you let them out, you prepare your children for the road. You do not prepare the road for your children.
Gotcha.
If you prepare the road for the children, you prepare it nice and smooth. And when it becomes a pothole and so, they would be unable to navigate it because you did not prepare them for the road. Okay? You prepare them for the road and you let them loose. Go find your way. I am not here to spend my whole life catering for you when I struggled when you were 10 and 5 and 15 and so, sending you to school, to university, etc. When do I get a chance to breathe? Get out. Or don't come. Have a great day.
Well, thank you so very much. All right, so that's coming from a father, right? Romeo, big of yourself. So that is the angle that I want us, because I saw so many responding on the thing saying, oh, if you love the mother, you have to love the child. But like I said, let's be realistic. It is not a case of where the child is, have some sort of ambition, because he doesn't even mind if the child is going to school. At least you're showing you have some ambition, you have something planned, you're working towards something. Yeah, you're working towards your future. But 22-year-old laying at home all day while said man is going out to fend and have to take care of, the household. I mean, I don't see how we're blasting the man in this situation. Someone is asking, what is... Shelley Morning says, this woman has already failed her son and now wants a failed relationship. I agree with the man. Stand your ground before your home becomes a living hell. If she wants to harbor the love, let her find a place elsewhere for him to live, and her too, if she's so vexed. Exactly. Someone is saying they missed us. Okay, let me see if I can condense it quickly. All right. A woman is in a committed relationship. She lives with her partner. They built a home, a routine, a sense of peace. And now she wants to move in her 22-year-old son. Not a child, not a teenager, a grown man. And that's where the tension begins. Yeah? So we can't just get defensive for getting defensive sake. Let me say this up front. Nobody say you stop loving your child when they turn 18. Nobody's saying that motherhood or parenthood has an expiration date. But what are we saying happens when love turns into enablement, an entitlement, and when protection turns into prolonging immaturity? And when a partner is suddenly expected to sacrifice their comfort for someone they did not raise, did not create, and did not agree to parent. Because the truth is, this isn't about a son moving in. This is about boundaries. This is about roles. This is about expectations that I guess were never discussed but are suddenly demanded. So let's talk about the son before we move on, right? Hey, Anisha, morning. Dwayne, morning. He's 22 years old. 22 years old. He doesn't work. He's not in school. Spends most of his time in his room playing video games, smoking weed, and coming out only when food is ready. No ambition, no urgency, no visible plan for his life. His mother takes care of him, does his chores, shields him from consequences, handles life so he doesn't have to. And that is what the caller was making reference to in terms of, yes, you make the way, you pave the way for your children. And of course, when the potholes come, they'll be able to navigate. If you're doing all of that for him, God forbid you're no longer there to do all of that, what happens? How would he make his way through life? So the mother paying the rent, doing his chores, handles life so he doesn't have to. And now the friend he's staying with wants him out. Because there's no way I would have a friend staying in my house. I'm getting up to go to work. I leave you in bed. I come back from work. You're still in bed. And I'm paying my bills, paying utility. Maybe I'm paying rent. And you're just sitting there and I'll be okay with, you got to go. You have to leave. I could understand a case of, you were working, you fell on a little hard times, and I could see you actively trying to get a job, and you're searching, you're hitting the road every day, you're sending out resumes, you're knocking on doors, and, you're doing, even if a little hustle, just to pay your way until you get something that you... But if you're just there sitting in somebody's house, in your friend's house, friend getting up to go to work, leave you in your room, come back in your room, you enjoying life, playing video games, smoking weed, and have to get up early, go to work every day, and you're just chilling. So now the emergency, because the friend wants him out, has become the man's emergency. And ladies, let me ask y'all something honestly. When did someone else's lack of preparation become your obligation? Because here's what we don't say enough. Here's what we don't say enough. Love does not mean unlimited access. Love does not mean everyone gets a key to your house, your space, and your sanity. Love does not mean saying yes while resentment quickly and quietly builds in your chest. And yes, that's what's being asked here. If we're being honest, that's what's being asked here. Now, when the partner says, I'm uncomfortable with this, suddenly they're the villain. He's the bad guy. He's a selfish man. He's heartless. He's unsupportive. But let me flip the script for a moment. Let me flip the script for a moment, right? Why is it that saying no to chaos automatically makes you a bad person? Why is that protecting your peace is treated like a crime? Why is that boundaries only become a problem when they stop someone else from getting what they want? Why? Answer those three whys for any one of those three whys. Because let's be real. Let's be real. This isn't about a temporary stay. This isn't about just a few weeks. Like I said, I would understand being in his position if it was a case where the young man gainfully employed, actively pursuing a career, going to school, no problem whatsoever. And he lost his job or something of the sort, or had an accident, something, and he just needs to get back on his feet. No problem whatsoever. This is about a lifestyle moving in. This is about habits, it's about entitlement, and it's about energy entering a shared space. You're not just moving in a person. You're moving in their patterns, you're moving in their mess, you're moving in their lack of motivation, you're moving in their dependence. And now, imagine waking up every day. Like, sometimes y'all just be unfair. Y'all just be really unfair. And like I said, we tend to think more out of emotions than logically. Imagine waking up every day, knowing there's a grown man in your house with no job, no goals, and no intention of leaving anytime soon. Y'all telling me you'll be okay with that? Come on, man. You're saying that if the roles are reversed, either way, you'll be okay with your partner's child, a grown adult, a grown man or woman, waking up in your house every day, no job, no goals, no intention of leaving anytime soon. And let's talk about the unspoken part, right? Because once he moves in, who pays for what? Because it's an extra mouth to feed, so that means you have to buy more groceries. You have to cook more food. The electricity bill will go up more. Water bill will go up more. If you have AC, whatever, it will just go up more. There's another person in the house. Once he moves in, who pays for what? Who sets the rules? Who enforces them? Who becomes the bad guy when he doesn't clean up, doesn't contribute, doesn't respect boundaries? Because we all know how this story usually ends. We all know how this story usually ends, right? The parent becomes defensive, the partner becomes frustrated, the house becomes tense, and the relationship becomes collateral damage. Here is the part nobody wants to admit out loud. Should I go there or should I leave that part alone? You know what? We're already there. We already kicked the bucket. Let me continue kicking it down the road. Some parents don't want their children to grow up because their identity is wrapped up in being needed. Some parents confuse rescuing with loving. And some parents would rather lose a partner than force their child to face adulthood. And that's not judgment. That is no judgment on my part. That is just reality. That is just reality. And like Shelley says, there are circumstances where the child comes first. This scenario isn't one of them. There are lots of situations where your child would always come first. But this one right here, we have to be realistic. And like I said, it's not judgment, it's reality. Now let me say this carefully because it matters, right? Choosing your child does not mean choosing their comfort over their growth. Choosing your child does not mean insulating them from responsibility forever. Because like I said, God forbid you're not here, what would your child do? Let me take a call here. Morning, neighbor.
Morning, neighbor. Hi, guys. Long time no see.
Welcome back.
Listen, I'm finally playing the pool inside here today. First of all, wrong choice of words. Child. That's not a child. That's an adult. Wrong choice of words supposed to begin with. 22 years old, you are a full grown adult man. That's the lady's son. That's not a child. Child is for people under 18 who need parental supervision. That is not a child. That is a grown man. Second of all, a lot of us females, our identities is wrapped up in mom. We have no other achievements. Mom, you sound like you need to go and take a class in sewing, in knitting, in computer design, in something. Because a lot of us, we beginning and our end is mom. Our greatest accomplishment is mom. Nothing more, nothing less. So we have to mom. And in doing that, you do your children a disservice. Let me tell you something. When I was coming to this country, I'm following how we name it, but I tell my father, no, I'm going to get my master's. My father said, okay, no problem. He going to pay for it. When I reach here, my father said, I send you in America, you go figure it out. Now, I have grown up my whole life not wanting for nothing and not worrying about nothing. And at 25 years old, the rug was just pulled from under me. Now I have to sink or float. But in my head, I am my father's child. In my father's head, it's time for me to grow up. So at the end of the day, I had to work 2 jobs. I had to figure it out. I had to go to school and work. It was my degree. My father didn't send me to get no master's. So it was my responsibility to pull myself up and do what I need to do. I work nights, I work weekends, I go to school, and I did what I had to do. That is what built my character. And honestly, back then, I found it very unfair that my father would mislead me into believing that he was going to pay for my degree. And then I did in America like a fish out of water. But today, I thank God for that, because had he not done it, I would not know how to navigate this life and how to be successful on my own. I am now at the point where I can say I could take care of my parents. I don't need my parents to take care of me. Maybe that would have never happened if I did not have that experience. And a lot of us, it's time that we stop being the cushion for adults and calling them children. These are adults and not children. That's your son, that's your daughter, but they are adults. They are not a child, and we have to stop burdening people with the responsibility of our failed parenting. And sometimes you give these children the best parenting, and nothing could be done, because you make them, you don't make them mind. They're gonna do what they need to do. But at the end of the day, we have to let people know that there are consequences to their behavior. How do you think if his friend fed up with him? I mean, his friend had to be 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Somebody who is your age is fed up with you. And most of the times, our friends are the most lenient people in our lives. We get away with murder with our friends because usually we have the same ideology and we think the same way. So if his friend is fed up with him, can you think how much more problematic he will be to an adult that is 20, 30 years his senior? This man is going to be living in hell in his own house. Home. And the thing about it is, I just always say, we need to have boundaries and we need to know what your deal breaker is. And so I find that is a very good deal breaker. Let the lady look for an apartment for her and her son. And, you know, if you all spin the block, you all spin the block. But I don't feel like this is a space where you are valued or respected. And these 2 adults need to figure out their situation on their own. And if she wants to come back, leave the door open, but give her space. As a matter of fact, give her a little money, let she go and find an apartment for the both of them. That is what you need to do.
Start and figure it out.
Yes, give her she first month rent and she security deposit, and let her and the son figure it out. When she realizes the severity of the situation, maybe she'll spin the block. Sometimes you just have to let people go so they could learn. So, in my opinion, let the lady and her son go, give her a little money, let she start off, and let she figure it out with her son, her child. Let her and her child figure it out. And eventually, I am pretty sure she would come back to you and her eyes will be open. Because once the financial burden, because it sounds like if she doesn't have any financial burden in the home, because she's living, as he said, in his home. So once you don't have responsibility, it don't affect you as much as if you have the responsibility and the burden is on you.
Gotcha.
So let her go and figure it out with her child, okay? You have a blessed
Have
day.
a good one. Thanks much, Gavs. Appreciate you. All right, nice. Yeah, we missed that that voice, right? Yeah. So as I was saying, we're getting to the end of the program, but I honestly think that he has to decide, because at the end of the day, choosing your child does not mean forcing your partner into a parental role they never signed up for. Because this partner didn't say, yes, I want to co-parent a grown adult who refuses to launch. They said, I want a relationship, a home, a partnership. And these are two very different agreements. And ladies, if we're being honest, right? How many times have we seen women sabotage good relationships because they refuse to set boundaries with their grown children? How many times? How many times have we watched men or women quietly check out emotionally because the house stopped feeling like a home? How many relationships have ended not because of cheating, not because of abuse, but because of unresolved family baggage moving in uninvited? And then you get the ultimatum. If you don't let my son move in, this relationship may be over. That's not compromise. That's pressure. That's emotional blackmail wrapped in a maternal guilt. And what it does, it forces the partner into an impossible position. So you sacrifice your peace or lose someone you love. Love should not feel like a hostage negotiation. It should not. So let's ask the real question. Is it wrong to say, yes, I love you, but I don't want to live with your adult child? Is it wrong to say, I support you, but I will not enable this lifestyle? Is it wrong to want a home that feels calm, adult, and aligned? Or have we normalized dysfunction so much that peace feels selfish? Because here's the truth nobody likes to sit with, eh? A lot of the times relationships end not because someone was wrong, but because values didn't match. One person values boundaries, the other values obligation. One person wants partnership, the other wants accommodation at all costs. I mean, neither is evil, but they may be incompatible. So before we go, ladies, let me say this gently. If a grown adult cannot survive without being rescued, the problem is not the house they're moving into, it's the lesson they were never taught. And no partner should be punished for refusing to continue that lesson. So if this relationship ends, it won't be because someone said no. It will be because someone refused to hear it. And that's the conversation. Because sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself and someone else is say, hey, this doesn't work for me. Sometimes that's the best and the most loving thing you can do for yourself and for someone else is to say, this doesn't work for me. There are some people who hate boundaries. And without boundaries, we have a problem. That means you're allowed to do over whatever, whenever, however, and the other person is expected to just suck it up in the name of love. This doesn't work for me. I'm not happy. I'm not comfortable with your adult son in my house, unemployed, with no sense of self, no ambition, no intention of, getting a job, going back to school, doing anything except playing video games at 22 years old and smoking weed. Y'all could be okay with that. Y'all could be okay with that. And that is what happens when boundaries finally show up uninvited. Power says you can talk to them. They can't talk to them because they're giving you attitude. Before you know, the man coming in your house and want to size you up. You probably walk in and see all the lights in the house. You're turning off your lights and he want to size you up and vex with you. So, first of all, that's not a child. He's a big man based on the scenario. That's a big no. She needs to rent a place for her and her son. Where is the big man father? Well, obviously, he's not in the picture because no mention was made of him. Let me hear what the guys in the gray van saying quick before we go. Morning, guys in the gray van. Or take on this and we realize that the man have taken on a problem. We keep it simple. He needs to have a simple discussion with the mother and the son in relation to what's happening. Give them a chance after the discussion. Please know that we all have children and we are saying that the man must allow the mother and her son to be on their merry good way, wishing them all the best. The woman needs to know and understand that in this situation, children does spoil a good thing at this old age. So, they're going to need to have the conversation. He expressed that he's not comfortable with it. He doesn't want it. So now he'll have to relay that to her. And what she decides, then he'll have to take it from there. But in my opinion, no. Unless you sat with him or say, you know what, let me give him a chance. Let's say 3 months for the most. All right? I'm willing to have him here for 3 months. These are the ground rules. In that time, you must seek a job. You must either enroll in classes, go back to school. And within that 3 months, if I see no sign, no change, and you're doing the same thing, you have to leave. Is he willing to compromise with that? Or is just a straight no? Either way, that's on him. Yeah? Morning to the room, Aruna. The best thing my dad told me when I was 17 was enjoy it while it lasts. Years after I finally realized what he meant. After 18, he doesn't have to take care of me. If this lady wants to finish her relationship because of her grown son not being able to live in a house, man, let her go. Let her rent for her and her son. He's old enough to take care of himself. Men or peace matters too. Let her go. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Yeah? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all the time we have in the room today. Some mule driver says the real dad is absent for a good reason. Yeah, well, whatever the reason is, another man is not, supposed to be bearing the brunt of that. He agreed to be in a relationship with her. She had a grown son. He wasn't aware it's a son that he had to take care of. Doesn't mind helping out here and there, but moving in unemployed, smoking weed, playing video games, it's definitely no across the board for him. So have a conversation and wish you guys all the best with that. All right. That's it, guys. Until tomorrow, we'll be back for the final one for the week. Thank you so very much for powering up. Thank you for your calls. Thank you so much for your comments. I appreciate you as always. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye.